Turn me up.
Let's do it. You're rocking out with X360 FM.
We stay turned up.
Your favorite radio station.
Rocking all through the streets.
Keep it on lock. It's X in effect. Full circle.
Hey, listen.
Are you ready for the ride of your life?
Turn this up.
Revolutionary. Remarkable.
That's right.
It's the one and only Mbodyment Underground Radio with Maureen Guest and the hottest team in radio.
And you're listening to
Who's that?
It's X in effect.
Oh yeah.
Full circle.
Do not attempt to adjust your radio. We have taken control. That's right. You are live and in the mix with Maureen Guest on Mbodyment Underground Radio. Let's talk and more fresh sounds with indie artists of the underground. If you didn't know, now you know. It's Mbodyment Underground Radio. Taking control.
It's another exclusive, only from Mbodyment Underground Radio.
X in effect.
Oh yeah.
Full circle.
Breathe, got on a level higher than college, carve a barrel of knowledge. Seems odd cause I abolish figments, twist your ligaments is rigorous. Lyrics got more pull than your mysterious sugar dish. Spit hits you ain't heard today. Vertebrae, run away, attack your back, split your vertebrae. Turn them into power, you in there flexing the drama. I've been there so I'm in the chair next to Zen Osama. Obsolete like a gaffle, you be baffled like your ass balancing on a raggedy scaffold. Sergeant in arms, you in harm's way. I bomb your whole squad. I'm wilder than Dante. You know it's me, cause the place shook. The game I see got more players than fakers than Facebook. I only roll with original hip hop. Some soul they sold for that mobile and digital flip flop. Yo, hit the lever, hip hop forever, but keep it clever. When we gonna stop? Never. Variety of styles, keep it fresher than never. The realness of the deal's not something you sever. Yo, hit the lever, hip hop forever, but keep it clever. When we gonna stop? Never. Variety of styles, keep it fresher than never. The realness of the deal's not something you sever. I create the great, slice negative and deplore. In other words, I'm on my way after I build and destroy. Cheating on my foes just like dominoes, black or white, and watch them all fall down and roll. And I'm clowning those who just can't see me spit. More than 4 bars without repeating the shit. My words knock you like a boxer. Even if you stronger than me, I still manage to outfox ya. I invent and arrange it. I'm bent like Skynet, cause I feel I was sent back to change shit. Face slap and taming them. If you strike back, I'm intact like I'm laced with vibranium. Take a sedative, I'm hotter than the sweat to get. Don't you ever give, you're better than the negative. Spit your hype, spit your life. Cause if you spit somebody else's, that shit's so trite. Yo, hit the lever, hip hop forever, but keep it clever. When we gonna stop? Never. Variety of styles, keep it fresher than never. The realness of the deal's not something you sever. Yo, hit the lever, hip hop forever, but keep it clever. When we gonna stop? Never. Variety of styles, keep it fresher than never. The realness of the deal's not something you sever. I mangle and strangle, take the mic out of a tangle. Never newfangle, I can spit it at any angle. The bullshit don't sit fast, fuck the rip raps. You can't get past, try and see how long your shit lasts. I quantum leap Scott Bakula, spectacular, so enlightening, that is frightening. I get back at you, don't wanna spit it, it's more for us. They calling me Morpheus, cause I can see what's in store for us. I got the will and skill and do what I want. Others trying to front, but they still coming up short. So what you want, better yet what you thought. Your soul is bought, fish in the bucket, just waiting to get caught. So put it down, put it down. I hit the gritty ground, take your ass back to Kitty Town with your pity sound. I kick lyrics like a roundhouse, straight to the left, send you to the dot, flying through the townhouse. When you in the air, I'm hitting and kicking you with your finisher move. Pull out the mental sword and splitting you. That'll be the end of your fake wall apart, and then I'm cutting you into smaller chunks. Say a prayer, you ain't gonna survive, son. I'll be the super sayer. Yo, hit the lever, hip hop forever, but keep it clever. When we gonna stop? Never. Variety of styles, keep it fresher than never. The realness of the deal's not something you sever. Yo, hit the lever, hip hop forever, but keep it clever. When we gonna stop? Never. Variety of styles, keep it fresher than never. The realness of the deal's not something you sever.
All right, you're now listening to the Mbodyment Underground Radio. This is your host, Maureen Guest, and we have an amazing show for you this evening. At the bottom of the hour, we're going to have a call-in guest, Dr. Pamela Gurley, and so you don't want to miss it. She's a woman of many trades, and so it's going to be a quite interesting interview. So make sure you get those apps on lock, and just make sure you download it. We're going to go into another quick music break because we have an amazing lineup. We want to make sure that we cover all of these talented independent artists that graciously share their music with us. So we're really fortunate to never have a problem with getting good music. And speaking of good music, we're going to go ahead and bring in our co-host, Mondo Malone, who's also an artist. How are you, Mondo?
I'm doing good. How about you?
I'm hanging in there. I'm trying to figure out the weather.
It's bipolar. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah. 2020 has been bipolar.
Yes, I agree.
Literally mental.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's been mental. It's really been mental. We also got Silk on the board. How are you, Silk? What's going on with you?
Man, you know I'm always chilling.
Yeah.
No matter what's going on, I'm gonna chill on out. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. All right. Well, look, you guys. Before we go any further with our show, let's give a shout out to our sponsors. I want to give a shout out to the Mbodyment Fitness, West Fayette Barbell, and Robin's Nest LLC. If you're looking for an event venue, just check her out. You can find her on social media, again, at Robin's Nest LLC. She has an array of different types of venues, anywhere from little small hole in the walls, which sometimes make the best get together, all the way up to the mansions. She calls herself the venue, what is it? Booking queen, something like that. I just saw that on social media, and literally she is. So she's not just tooting her horn. She is the go-to when you are in dire need of, not even dire need, when you're just simply in need of a venue. So check her out on all social media platforms. I believe Robin's Nest is on Instagram and Facebook. I'm not really sure about Twitter. You can also find Mbodyment Fitness on all social media platforms, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. And the West Fayette Barbell is on Facebook only, and there's a website which is westfayettebarbell.com. So check us all out, see what if we can meet your needs or your wants in any of those areas. But for now, we're going to give you guys some good entertainment, some good music, some good conversation with Dr. Pamela Gurley at the bottom of the hour. So make sure you stay locked in, you guys. Starting that show off was G Supreme, and that is is that lever or lever?
Hit the lever.
Is lever and lever like tomato?
Tomato.
Okay, because I get confused sometimes. And now, yeah, that's G Supreme, and that's a track that was actually submitted to us back in 2019. For all the artists out there who wants to get on the airways, whether it's running the station or just on one of our program shows, such as The Underground, you can send your tracks in. Please make sure it's MP3 formatted. Also, if at all possible, we'd love to have it radio edited, and also try to send in music that kind of has an aha moment. And if you just have a party hit and a banger, that's cool too. We don't want the WAP though, okay? We definitely don't want the WAP. I'm just gonna look it over. But other than that, I'm good. We're pretty versatile here. We're not that picky. It's just sometimes it can be every once in a while to the extreme. I don't think I really have that problem too often. Simply go to X360 FM, click on, I believe it's Submit Music, or you can go to our website, Embodiment Underground Radio, at embodimentundergroundradio.com, and you can select submission. So there's many ways you can send your music in. So just bear with us. We have to review it. We do have a waiting list, and we're really trying to catch it up, bring everything up to speed so that we can at least review your music no later than 7 business days upon submitting it in. Sometimes you may get lucky and you'll get a notification 2 or 3 days later. So it's just all, by the hit of the draw, I guess. So
it's the luck of the draw, right?
Hit of the draw, not the luck of the draw. You got to hit it on the nail. Okay. If you were trying to correct me, I meant hit it on the draw. Okay. So I got you over there.
So
You
either way,
trying to
get
slide.
us up, though,
You was
right?
trying to slide that one in. Yeah. I was like, I knew he was gonna correct me, but that wasn't a correction. That was Maureen style. What
Okay,
about
do
that?
your thing,
I'm
let
doing
your
my thing.
chain swing,
That's
baby.
right. That's right. Well, look, you guys, coming up, we have A Serious Problem by Amadeus featuring MOP and Teflon, followed by Make It Home Sin featuring Rital or Rital, I don't know, RITAL. Okay, I just killed that name, but I did the best that I can do.
Phonic stuff, right?
Yeah, I don't know. But I think it's like Rital. I don't know. But I did the best that I could. But look, you guys, keep us on lock. You're in store for an amazing show. This is your host, Maureen Guest, and we have taken control.
It's another exclusive, only from Embodiment Underground Radio.
Wherever you want.
Hey, what's up, world? It's your boy DJ BOD. Make sure you tune in to Embodiment Underground Radio, bringing you all the exclusive new hot mixes.
Look around, cause you
might get it.
Go where I want. Good. Wherever you want.
You wanna made it, lost it, came back, flipped it, back at it again. The man that gifted my team on my shirt. Thinking back when I was broke, I wrote "Come On" for magazines on my shirt. Fame to Messiah. I'm that song you skip. Come to find out later it was fire. It ain't no thing to bang those things. Put your ass in the dirt, Kurt Cobain your brains. The type of shit you bang to when you know it. Consider me a gangster, posing as a poet. So when I did crime, we used to scream 5-0. Nowadays, looking 3-6-9. I done spent nights and days in the session. 365 days of aggression. Ride with the riders. We got him. Me and Amadeus, this is a serious problem. You
Only from Embodiment Underground Radio. Only from Embodiment Underground Radio.
Go where I want. Good. Wherever you want.
Man, listen, I handle my damn business like Sam Christian. I ain't standing around listening to no man riffing. Don't want no smoke, then no cause no damn friction. Can't stand the heat, get out the damn kitchen. I stand different, plan different. Already know that I'm close to the door, cause my hands itchy. Never let it catch you with your pants slipping. Y'all never learn, cause y'all can't listen. Scamming, hand to hand, what's the damn difference? And for the do was hit the stand snitching. Whenever I took a chance, hand to hand pitching, it was to position the fan for the grand entrance. We all false dark generals, still got a squad to send it to finish you. Dude, we all art criminals, walk up and spark up your interview. Mike is shot.
It's another exclusive.
Go where I want. Good. Wherever you want.
If I get out the Chevy with something heavy guitar, 454 console, get him gone. 87 stick up kid, I'm down on Gons. Blow a hole in the soul for the corns. Make short work of your idol. Put in that work, you have to check it. Vitals. The people champ, I don't worry about the title. The hood hold on to my word like the Bible. Oh God. See us chillin' for occasions, but we still follow the drill we was raised with. MOP. Yeah, you can't trace it. It's truth. Double-handed, alarm blazing. And I got some out and grazing. Yeah, gotta leave a out on the pavement. Get scheduled to get your caved in. The bigger home still on it like the day I came in.
Go where I want. Good. Wherever you want.
It's another. It's another exclusive. Only from Embodiment Underground Radio. Embodiment Underground Radio. It's another exclusive. Only from Embodiment Underground Radio.
Want you to give me all of your love, just in case you don't come home to me. You make it home, yeah. Give me all of your love, yeah. You don't come home to me, yeah. You make it home, yeah. You make it home. You know I'm down to ride as long as you feel me. And I'll be by your side. I'll make it easy. You know the life you lead is far from being drama free. I need the lock and key, 'cause when I play for keeps. I know you gotta leave. Make sure you take a piece of me with you. And I'll be waiting for you to come back. Boy, just in case. Want you to give me all of your love, just in case you don't come home to me. You make it home, yeah. Give me all of your love, yeah. You don't come home to me, yeah. You make it home, yeah. You make it home.
When I step out that door, I'm stepping into a war. Gave you all of my heart and anything you asked for. I pray for us every day before I start. If I don't get away, they won't capture my heart. So when I'm roaming these streets, I'm heartless. And I'ma make sure we eat, girl, regardless. No matter what we go through, no matter what we're facing. It's money that I'm chasing, while our love moves the nation. It's home that I'm racing to feel you embracing. Drop panties like shell cases, kisses be like wine tastes. Homes in oasis, all I see is green faces. Travel to strange places, but I cover my base. I leave you money to spend, in case I get locked in. All I need in this world is sin, it's me and my girlfriend.
Just in case you don't come home to me. You make it home, yeah. Give me all of your love, yeah. You don't come home to me, yeah. You make it home, yeah. You make it home.
Through us losing, you said never again. Come on, sin. Started move my pen, I wrote back, we gon' win. I know you hope I make it, my love, you can take it. I gave you my word, you gave me a heart, I won't break it. Nightmares got to shake it, it destroys the vision of you being naked, whether I'm on top or in prison. Our love doesn't stop there, even in the electric chair. My last word will be I love you and I still care.
Just in case you don't come home to me. You make it home, yeah. Give me all of your love, yeah. You don't come home to me, yeah. You make it home, yeah. Want you to give me all of your love, just in case you don't come home to me. You make it home, yeah. Give me all of your love, yeah. You don't come home to me, yeah. You make it home, yeah. You make it home.
Our love doesn't stop there, even in the electric chair. My last words will be I love you and I still care. Till they put me in the gas, there'll be flowers in the bath. I'll keep firing on these, keep bringing you class. I'll keep firing on these, keep bringing you class. I'll keep firing on these, keep bringing you class. And will I make it home? You don't have to ask it. And will I make it home? You don't have to ask
Want you to give me all of your love, just in case you don't come home to me. You make it home, yeah. Give me all of your love.
Hey, what's good, Atlanta? It's me, Ludi B, and you're now listening to Embodiment Radio. You might want to stay tuned because we got some crazy conversations.
All right, you guys, you're now locked into the Embodiment Underground Radio. I'm gonna smash that echo button. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna tape it up. Because our sound engineer, for some reason, you guys love that echo sound. It's not me. I didn't request for it, but it's all good. But I'm gonna put some red tape on it so he can't hit the button. Because I just keep having a problem with that echo sound. But look, I like that vibe.
It's all innovation.
Innovation. Okay.
Motivation, innovation.
Motivation,
innovation.
And degradation. See, I can write some. I can do a few bars too.
It's a situation.
Look, you guys, I like that last cut. That was by, again, if you're just locking in, Sin, SINN. You would want to find all of these artists are on social media. They are all independent artists, and they are super amazing and talented. And what I typically say to a lot of the artists out there, for those who are new, and particularly those that are new, you have to kind of figure out where you want to drive your brand, whether you want to stay independent or mainstream. And once you can figure that out, you've kind of set your platform, because there's you got your good and your bad in both. You got to just figure out which way you're going and how you want your money handled, how much money you want coming to you, and how much drama you want to deal with versus the peaceful side. And so there's a lot of factors, but either way it goes, just set your goals and aim high, and just know as an artist that you are your own brand. And so you have to make sure all that is in order. And and so again, we're just 100% behind the independent artists. We're totally in awe with all the amazing talent that is out there. But look, you guys, we're almost at the bottom of the hour. And so we're going to spin a few more tracks before our amazing guest calls in at the bottom of the hour, Dr. Pamela Gurley. We are super excited to have her. And she has a plethora of amazing
she's an amazing person.
Titles under her belt.
Right, but I got a special guest coming in for you, though.
Okay, all right.
Just give me a second to me.
Is that who I see walking through the door?
Cue him on in. Come on, sit on down with him.
I saw a shadow. Yeah. I saw a shadow. All right, we got Just walking up in the building. What's up, Just? See, did nobody tell me nada?
It's a surprise.
It's a surprise. I'm looking like, who is that lurking outside? Got the hoodie on and all that.
Yeah. He walked up like a ninja.
Like a ninja. That's right. That's what I'm talking about. Look, you guys, I want you to stay locked in. Real quickly, since we got two artists up in the building. We got our co-host Mondo Malone. We got Just Jr. He got a show coming up in October, you guys. So you want to check it out. Mondo, how can the listeners find you on social media?
All social media platforms, Mondo J Malone. That's what every one of them.
Okay. Moving on up.
Oh, yeah. Like the Jeffersons.
There you go. All right, Just, what's up? Now, are we scratching the Junior or is it Just?
Just Junior.
I like Just, too.
You see?
You like either one?
Either one.
I don't care,
Junior,
see, Just is like the grown Just Junior. You know what I'm saying? Because you've been having Just Junior since you was young.
Yeah.
A little snotty nose. Let me stop.
But see, that's when the Junior comes in, though.
That's when the Junior come in.
Yeah,
that's when it really kicks in.
That's like Junior,
That's what I'm saying. So that's why I like Just now, because he's grown.
Okay,
He's grown. So I like Just too. So how can they find you, Just?
Oh, it's Just Junior on everything. Just Junior on searching on iTunes, Spotify, Pandora, whatever. Pop up.
All right, that you did today, huh? You just popped up.
Like that.
Can you give us a snippet of your show that's coming up in October? We don't know when, but it's going to be October, so hold on to your seats.
It's gonna be all new music.
Everything
I've released, I haven't been able to perform, so I'm ready.
Now, what you gonna do with this music too? Now,
we're gonna take it to the next level.
Take it to the next level. You're gonna review music too, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna review.
That's what I was trying to get
at.
That's what I'm talking. I'm talking about your show.
I was in my head trying to think. Do I have?
You think?
Show coming
You think about your performance? So you are. That's good though. That's where your mind is.
Ready though.
That's where your mind is.
Yes, we're gonna review music, and it's gonna be dope, and we'll have special co-stars and guests come in, like Mondo Malone might come on an episode where he's gonna rate your bars or rate the beat. And
can I rate sometimes?
Of course.
I won't take over, I promise.
Yeah,
Cause y'all may not want me. Like she be taking over.
We had a mid-range assassin coming in.
Can I submit a few bars for review?
Yeah, you definitely
hey,
can.
Hey, hold
Okay.
up,
but
yo, I gotta spit something too. Then you know what I'm saying?
No, we ain't. You know, because
if you're gonna bring them, you gotta bring them.
I can bring it.
We're gonna review it to the mixing, to the how, if you're gonna fit the pockets, if you're easy with it, you gotta bring it.
What about if you just new at it though? We don't get a break.
They'll get a break.
We'll get a break.
Yeah, but everything that reviewing it's not gonna be like this sucks or something.
Not like Simon Cowell on American Idol, right?
It's just gonna be like you could use this, you could do that, I can see you doing this. Just trying to. It's almost like artist development.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I just want to play around with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I get jealous
I can't wait to see
sometimes.
what you got to say about Sick of Silk on his bars.
Yeah. All right. But look, you guys, we're almost at the bottom of the hour. We're about 5 minutes away. We're going to go ahead and continue down our hit list for the show today. Coming up, we have SU, the Guru. We had the honor of actually interviewing him on last Tuesday or last Thursday? What day was that, you guys? No, it was last Tuesday. He was really good. Yeah, and he's excellent in more ways than one. He's more than just an artist, but he's very talented, and he definitely has a good head on his shoulders. And following that, we have Bar Crawl by MADE, Made, and we have Sweet by Thunny Brown, and we're gonna start it off with Horizon, SU the Guru.
Okay, yeah.
I switched it up a little bit. Yeah. I saw your hands flying over there. So stay locked in, you guys. We got a caller calling in a matter of a few minutes. So let's just sit back and enjoy the music, and we'll be right back. You're listening to The Underground, and we have taken control.
On Facebook, Mbodyment Underground Radio.
Yo, I'm rapping till I got laryngitis. If you want it front, we ain't putting that behind us. You couldn't find us with a scope of 1,000 meters, binoculars of the coordinates to the location we reside in. I'm a boss, yep, it ain't a contest. We enemigos with the offsets to trust the process. They love the flow cadence, always in the pocket. Put the drip on, then I drip like a faucet. Stop it. This the clash of the titans for the rap disciples, and I actually write. I don't believe in ghosts when I'm in the zone. Sound off the sirens, I'm on autopilot, cruising by, but you're pulling up in the Hot Wheels. Butterscotch Bentley with the raspberry seats, and I bet it's a lease. Hot Wheels. Better not crash it, God forbid it's an accident. Fictional, lyrical, trashing your rapping, I ain't having it. Hop on the throne with some savages. If you wanna collab with me, better come talking that salary, cause you're not real. Matter of fact, I'm attacking whacking average rappers. But that ain't the half of it when I'm done with the ladder, or let the homies get at him. Or show you really what magic is when your fans start vanishing. Copperfield, here's my rap career, tell me what happened here. One title, then I'm going like LeBron and Cavaliers. Now I can't stand looking at the mirror, that's my biggest fear, that'll disappear. How did I ever end up here? It's about the time and placement, striking while the iron's hot. Figure the calculations, working the crowds and stages. From the bars to basements, it's a grind, but you gotta have patience. Spent my whole life waiting for the proper placement. Now I made it, keep my name out of your conversation.
I got diamonds in my head, smoking red, having grand sauce. I just want the bread, turn my bed into a nice car. Sleeping for the dirt, don't be scared if I nod off. Only dirt inside, that's the life of a cop. You really want the purple belly, caddy, dragging heavy, saggy, baggy, feeling baggy, baggy, it's fighting other rappers. I would gladly stab you with your poking, smoking, Stevie Sunny. But you got your woman just against the Grammy. But the 50 car of the bucket Grammy. Think about the Maddie, rappers coming ready. Keep a rapping ready, sleep a rapping ready. Keep a snacky, shady, go right up, daddy. People post a tabby, yeah, see me everywhere. Coming with the dress, but with ghost dance. Killing you pissed off, get pissed off. Got a dark shot that was made to see the new dawn. See the limit from the limitless. My penny shit is limitless. You put the limitless. When I'm in it, take it with the flip. 40 kick, like sweet chain music. I'm just cruising through the way. I've been losing grip for days.
toxic, carnivorous, political oblivious. Tigris and Euphrates, the Phoenix where the river is. Trench coat, innocent. Wu-Tang, that's asphalt militant. Call him deep digging it, killing it. Blow me then jacuzzi, Mel Gibson it. Fight it, no way, Jose, guilty OJ Simpson. Getting it, she turned simpleton. Paul Orndorff, magnificent, stay vigilant. Mongoloid idiots, innocent imprisonment. Gorilla with blunt force ignorance, body head ligaments, barbaric born so constituents, barbiturates. Might be it fitted, we gon' be alright. Wearing all white, playing ball all night. You found a fight, losing your life. Half price hash in my pipe in the half pipe. Act right, front and back like your facts right. Ass white, don't wipe his ass right. Had a blast with his mom ass last night. You think a rat, foreign objects and yet it's packed tight.
Hey, what's good, Atlanta? It's me, Louie B. You're now listening to Embodiment Radio. You might want to stay tuned. Hey, what's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good, Atlanta? It's me, Louie B. You're now listening to Embodiment Radio. You might want to stay tuned because we got some crazy conversations.
Yeah, this album, it's so.
Throw my own fist stunt like Jackie Chan. Before I fold, you can go, I ain't never ran. Bull City by way of the homeland. Only realness, whack shit banned. I be going fast, still watching street signs. Think before I do, no I can't press rewind. Press me, boy, I'm deadlier than swine. Yes, I'm a revolutionary, live forever, die once. Want truth, I'ma give you what you want. Pre-elementary, politic, they mystery. Social study, our people to compromise our unity. Change guns, unify front now. You legit, but you still get bucked down. Feeling helter skelter, better duck down. You can't walk with me, let me tell you why. My cloth, we gon' live after we die. For the babies every day, you and I. Wanna keep it peaceful, but I'm ready, what's up? You can't walk with me, let me tell you why. My cloth, we gon' live after we die. For the babies every day, you and I. Wanna keep it peaceful, but I'm ready, what's up? Focused on the mill to get my big Embodiment Underground Radio Show. Please believe this for grind's sake, and I count for it all. Steady with the best, mathematically involved. Like 13 nets, so being blessed in Prince Hall. Learn about improvement, Messiah of the movement. God is light exuded, power can refine this. Money over everything, please believe you're blinded. Hold up, rewind it, focus on the meal ticket. I'm a true king, gotta do something real with it. Robin Hood, spook, rob you, then I build with it. Never a mistake, please believe it's God written. Y'all wishing on your own downfall, plotting against me. I changed lives like ART, still me everywhere I be. I'd have been around the world with it, G since the beginning. You can't walk with me, let me tell you why. My cloth, we gon' live after we die. For the babies every day, you and I. Wanna keep it peaceful, but I'm ready, what's up? You can't walk with me, let me tell you why. My cloth, we gon' live after we die. For the babies every day, you and I. Wanna keep it peaceful, but I'm ready, what's up?
Transform your mind, transform your body, and lose yourself with the most revolutionary and professional training system in fitness. If you've tried training in the past and failed, we will help you succeed with our proven results. Our optimal performance training covers stabilization, core conditioning, and maximum strength conditioning. Get started by calling 1-800-430-1423. That's 1-800-430-1423. Embodiment Fitness. We don't work out, we train. Lose yourself.
All right, you guys, you're now locked into the Embodiment Underground Radio. You're just locking in. You are in luck. We have an astounding, and that's an understatement, an astounding interview with Dr. Pamela Gurley. She's hit us up. She's on the phone. She's listening as we speak. Dr. Gurley, how are you this evening?
I'm fantastic.
Awesome.
Really amazing.
Awesome. And you know, that goes along with this bio too now, because I've been reading, I had to read it and read it. I said, ooh, you know, I'm going to call you, she's a modern day superwoman. And so I'm hoping I can handle this bio, but we're going to touch down on a few things. And there are some things that really stood out to me. But before we get into all the goodness of this, if you can again introduce, because I did it, but I want you to introduce yourself to our listeners and just kind of give them a quick little synopsis of who Dr. Pamela Gurley is.
Okay, well, really quick, I'm Dr. Pamela Gurley, and it's a doctorate in management, not in medical. So basically, as I tell people, I heal organizations. I don't heal people because I do business consulting, business writing with my business, Clark and Hill Enterprise. I am also a personal brand because I'm an author, speaker, facilitator. I stay busy. I'm a host of a podcast and a host of another radio show podcast as well. And then I have my own little series and whatnot on my YouTube channel. So, yeah, this is me in a nutshell. I'm a very busy woman, but a very blessed woman to be able to do everything that I can do.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And, it's your calling, because I tell people, don't look to the left, don't look to the right. You're your only competition. So set your own tone in life, and you're the creator of your destiny. So I like that about you. And I can, reading up on this, I say, yeah, she's high energy. And something else kind of actually caught my attention, because yes, you are an author, and I noticed there's two things that stuck out. The author of I Am Not a Stereotype, I Am Her, HER, and the co-author of Living a Non-Negotiable Lifestyle. And when I saw that, I said, you know what, that kind of sounds like me, unapologetic about just who I am. So let's talk about these, because to me, these two titles can be somewhat synonymous. And let me know if I'm headed in the wrong direction. But it tells me that Dr. Gurley is all about self-love and self-development, and just knowing your power and being able to create your own destiny. And this is what I gather. It just kind of gives me a hindsight. I say, okay, she's a voyager. She loves to travel. She's enjoying this thing called life. And there's a saying that I say when people say, what is your motivation? I already goes. I say, you know what? I came in this world to play. Life is like a playground. You can make it whatever it is. And so let's talk a little bit about these two books, about I Am Not a Stereotype, I Am Her, and Living a Non-Negotiable Lifestyle. And let me know if I was completely in left field or just even kind of getting a little bit warm on the matter.
So you know what, you're very, it is really synonymous to one another, only because the book of the non-negotiable life, I have a chapter in there called Pain Comes with Purpose. And I've learned that, when you walk in your purpose, it's painful. It's a painful process. And I don't mean physically painful. Mm-hmm. I'm talking mental, emotional, spiritual. There's a lot of different things that you battle with, but they make you who you are, and they make you more resilient. And on the flip side, my book, I Am Not a Stereotype, I Am HER. My HER is a derivative of characteristics of how I define myself. So it can be everything from heroic to, rhythmic and energetic and all of those things that make me me. But it's also my journey to self-discovery of finding me. And a part of finding me was going through that painful journey just to live where I'm at right now in my purpose. And my purpose is bigger than me. So that's how I kind of feel. And so I'm able to make it look easy, even though it's not. I'm faith-led to know that, if it's meant for me, there's going to be doors open up. There's going to be time open up to achieve what I need to achieve. So when I wrote my book, I Am Not a Stereotype, I had to be honest about the trauma I gave to myself, and then that the world fed into me thinking that I have to be boxed in. And I'm not that stereotypical woman. And I'm a black woman. I'm a multi-ethnic black woman. But at the same time, I don't have to choose. I don't have to, people question, well, what are you mixed with? I don't have to be mixed with anything.
That's right.
I think all color is beautiful. And so people feel like you have to be mixed with something because of a feature and all of that. And I wanted to just release and have the freedom that I wanted to choose about how I live my life and how I dictate my life. And I did it for so many other people for so long, living how everybody else wanted me to live. And I was like, no, thank you. I'm over it. I've done enough toxic thinking for, that hurt me for myself. And so I had to come out of that.
I like that. I like that. Get rid of all the titles. Just squash all the titles that has been placed upon us. And even when you stated about the trauma that you've inflicted on yourself. And I so agree with you on that, because, everything that we go through, we actually, and I know it sounds crazy, we create everything that happens, and every step that we take, we are the creator of that. But we don't really know. Sometimes we question, no, I know I won't go down this road. This couldn't happen. I know I didn't do this to myself. But we come into this world knowing we chose this life. We literally chose this walk in life. And we may not remember or understand why we chose it, because we've been so conditioned by society from the time we're born. And we're given titles even before we're born. So I really, really, really like that. And so that's very empowering. And for the listeners to even, and Durbin's over here making faces, you have to be a fly on the wall. He's over here making jokes about you and I, Dr. Gurley, but we're on the same page.
Oh no, I mean, it's real. I see y'all going deep, man.
We going
y'all
deep.
Going deep, and it's spiritual.
But you know what?
Third eye opening.
Life is meant to be lived, though. You're supposed to experience life, and then when you experience life, you actually live it. I think the most important message I was trying to get across in my book, where I was being very transparent, is that it's okay to experience life. You just need to know how to utilize those experiences to better yourself. That's it. Because if you're on the same roller coaster all the time, and you're feeding into this toxic energy and you're drawing in this toxic energy, all you're going to live is a life that's not fulfilled. At least not fulfilled for you, but fulfilled for others.
That's right.
And so for me, I want to experience life. So all of the things that happened to me in the past because of my poor decision making and my toxic way of thinking, I don't take that out on anybody else. I own all of that.
That's what I'm talking about.
I owned all of that, and my decisions earned me all of those things. And that's why I said, you know what, I have to change the narrative of my life. And I did that by just taking a real break from dating and everything else, and got to know me. I got to date me and figure Pam out. And I mean, and yes, I mean, like I always tell people, I'm very informal. I can go by Dr. Pam or Pam. Only thing I'd never go by is like if you do the formal miss. Like,
there you go. Oh my God.
I don't allow titles, but I don't live my life on titles, because even that's intimidating to people. And I've had to learn to say I earned it, but at the same time, it doesn't define me. I don't live in this bubble of perfection, and I put my pants on the same and all of that stuff. So people think, oh, you should know this because you have your doctorate. No, I specialize, so I don't have to know everything.
That's it.
Well, I can say
but that's the box that people want to fit you in.
That's
the box that people want to fit you in, and I'm not. You're not going to box me in. I absolutely refuse for that to happen.
Wow, you know what? I'm cheesing ear to ear over here.
Yeah, because I was going to ask Dr. Gurley, do you have a sister named Maureen?
Because I swear we twinning over here. I'm like, because I'm telling you everything that you're saying. Doug was looking at me. He was like, no, that sounds like somebody else. Because I'm like, I say I'm dating Maureen, and I learned that she is cool. She's a cool chick. I really like her, and all the craziness that has gone on in my life, you look in the mirror and you hold yourself accountable, know?
Which takes a lot of guts.
It takes a lot of nerves and guts, yes, but it's, it's liberating. Right. It really is. It's definitely
freedom.
Liberating.
It's freedom.
Yes.
It's freedom. It's liberating, but it's freedom. It's freedom to choose, freedom to live, freedom to think. It's freedom, and it's indescribable freedom. And I always tell people, sometimes there's not a word for it, so I just live in those moments.
There you go. You heard Derwin Silk. He said, he's talking about the third eye, talking about that third eye.
Yeah.
He is so silly. Wow. You know what? I'm already hyper. You just don't hype me up a little bit more. Were you about to say something, Silk?
Well, it really takes a very intellectual person and a lot of guts at the same time. You have to be brave to really face yourself, and I think that's why a lot of people don't really face themselves. Because I learned a lot from Maureen when she she don't really know this, but when she really opened her eyes and started facing herself, and I said, I need to really check myself out too.
Yeah.
So and I was a little nervous about it. I was like, well, some things you may not like about yourself. Sometimes you'll be surprised, but when you really check yourself out and you face up to things, and it is freedom.
Yeah,
you
really you learn to love yourself. You're like,
wow, you learn a lot about yourself.
Yeah.
You realize more control of your life.
Realize how amazing that we all truly are.
Right, because I'm sick of
yes. I love your energy. I really, really do. Oh my gosh, this right here just threw me. The energy is this. I mean, I knew it was going to be an exciting interview, but I'm actually getting chills. So the energy is strong, and so I'm wow. We need more than we got to have you at the station one day, because 10-15 minutes is not enough, because there's so much about
I would take
you.
That.
I need you face to face.
Where are you located?
We're in Atlanta. Where are you located?
You know what? I'm normally in the DC metro area, but I'm in Alabama right now visiting my mom. But I'm in Atlanta a few times.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm in Atlanta a few times a year. So my next trip to Atlanta, I'm going to have to let you all know.
Please, by all means, please. I think we can really have a good sit-down conversation and to share it with the world. Nice, good, wholesome, conversation. Yeah, we need that. Real talk. Yeah.
I would love that.
Now, and this goes along with it, because in your bio, you also stated that you have visited and this is where I got to work on myself now, Dr. Pamela. I'm not much of a traveler. I became used to it maybe about 4 years ago. I had a fear of flying, and I had a contract. I'm a consultant, so I did a little flying for a client, and I began to enjoy that. But you've traveled 40 out of 50 states. Now you got 10 more to go, and you also stated that your passion for traveling it shaped your views, and it gave you all those dynamics for accepting yourself, expression, self-expression. I think it says something about we talked about the stereotype, racism, colorism, and can you explain that for some people who don't really know the dynamics behind traveling? Because I'm one of those people. I'm an old fuddy-dud. I say, I'm happy right here in Atlanta. I don't need to be traveling around the world. So I need to get some of that enlightenment too. And can you talk about that, your experience with all this traveling and how it has enhanced everything more about yourself?
I certainly can. I will tell you, if you have not did worldly traveling, and I'm talking, there are a lot of beautiful places in the United States. I'm not going to knock that, but the one thing that you don't get in the United States is culture. And people from different cultures come here, and then they adapt to the U.S. way, and so they don't cook the same. The food is not the same, and I'm a foodie. I love to eat, and I like to try different foods, and I don't care what it is. I've eaten everything from grasshoppers to, silkworms.
Oh, wow.
All kind of stuff. Just experimenting. But the real thing is how people treat you outside of America. So I've been to Africa a few times. I've been to Dubai, and I've traveled to like 30-something countries, and all of them are unique in their own ways. Even Egypt was very unique in its own way. And last year I was in Jerusalem, and I went to Jordan. And it's just very different. And the one thing you get from traveling is when people treat you not based on the color of your skin, and they look at you without having all the questions, or they think you're one of them. I don't know why. When I was in Africa, people thought I was from different parts of Africa. But there's a lot of people are kind. But I also in Africa dealt with colorism.
Really?
Lighter skin, and colorism is so real in Africa and on the continent. And I've been to both North and South Africa. It was really a lot of times in the southern part of Africa, because I've been to Johannesburg, and I've also been to Cape Town, and different dynamics. And I was shocked. I'm thinking, wow. But yeah, I almost got into a fight a few times.
No, are you serious?
Wow. Yes, I am so serious. So serious.
God,
my cousin who travels with me a lot always say I can't. Every time we go somewhere, it's like there's an issue. But no, I learned to see the world from a different lens, because I never really had to deal with colorism until I was in Africa. until I was visiting, the continent. So I was shocked, and then I did my homework and how prevalent it is there. That depending on your melanin levels, you can have some discrimination.
Wow!
But it didn't change my experience, but it opened up my lens. So when I came back home, I realized it's very prevalent in our community here. And I would have never thought that or had that awareness if I had not traveled. And so traveling outside of here, you get a different appreciation, because when you're traveling like the Philippines or Malaysia or even in Africa, people are excited and happy about life with nothing, and how much Americans take for granted. I learned that. And then I lived in Germany, and that was just a different experience. So me traveling has opened up my eyes to the world outside of the United States, and the experience is very, very different.
Oh, wow. Yeah. And I can say, America, we can be ungrateful. We definitely have some of that going on over here. We're kind of like little spoiled brats over here in America. I don't know. And considering all this going on in our world today, I know all eyes are definitely with what's going on, particularly in the USA, because we have a lot going on, with the politics and the COVID, and there's so much action going on right now. And I know that all eyes are on us. And so, this is, I believe this is a wake-up call for all of us here, not just globally, but primarily in the United States. So I think we're going through a spiritual warfare, and it's time for us to get it together. And I think a lot of us Americans are now appreciating life a bit more than what we were a year ago.
Oh, I'm sure. Very much so. I'm 100% sure, because we always needed to have. And so for me, because I've traveled, I'm like, you know what? I miss traveling the most, and I miss being able to go out, but I'm good because I've seen the happiness for people that have the bare minimum, and just being able to go out and enjoy my backyard was enough for me sometimes.
Oh, yeah. And some people are traveling because, airfare is at the low. So a lot of people that didn't have the opportunity to travel like they wanted, they are actually, visiting and going places they've always wanted to go to because the airfare is so low. So I'm like, look at that. You can take it and turn this into a good situation for those who really always wanted to go somewhere special. And I think Silk got a question over here. He got his finger up, Dr. Pamela Gurley. What's going on over there, Silk?
Okay.
Dr. Gurley, I was just curious. You said it depends on your melanin tone or your skin color. Over in Africa, you got a little flag. You got a little racism over there as well?
Yeah, well, you may as well say, by your color. You get a little more melanin in your skin, and just what it was.
Wow, that's amazing.
And it's unfortunate. I mean, I literally had a dark-skinned woman think I was smiling at her, and I wasn't. I didn't even know her. I was just at a nightclub. And it erupted something terrible, and I was like, you know what? DC's about to come all the way up out of me. So
no.
Wow. So,
okay.
So
I was like, yeah.
So it's like, just like here.
That happens here.
It happens here. The lighter skin sometimes catches a little flat from the darker skin.
Yeah, vice versa. Yeah, we have that theme going on. Yeah.
Oh yeah, colorism is very real here, but then also you got the brown paper bag test. I mean, you always go back to that, and people didn't think that was real. But yes, I and that's one of the things about my platform on why I wrote my book, and about I am not a stereotype, I am her. I also want to feed into our community of women to say that we need to start protecting one another more than anything. Because if we're so focused on the color of the skin, we're never going to make it.
Precisely.
The world is already against us. But if we're not for each other and building one another up instead of being jealous over what somebody has or what somebody looks like, we're no worse than the people outside of us.
Exactly. Yeah. It's complete chaos. Absolutely. I agree. Oh, wow. You bring a lot to the table, Dr. Gurley. And I see that, I'm seeing here that you're a professional speaker. And so I would sit down or visit one of your what do you call it? What do you call it on the tip of my tongue? I'm not session.
I have a conference. I have a conference next year. Yeah, I have a conference next year. I'm co-hosting with another one of my podcast mates, Fortina Peters, And it is about healing our community of women. It's called Girlfriend Heal, the Unapologetic Transformation Proclamation to WOW conference. And it'll be next year starting in the spring, and it's going to be an amazing event. We're trying to monitor COVID for the number of people once we start putting tickets out and whatnot. But the goal is to really start bridging the gap between in the community of women. And we're not saying men can't come, because I think men make very great advocates for women, and they need to be involved in the conversation as well. In order to protect us, they have to understand us.
Is precisely. I love that. Well said. Well said. Well, I will sit and listen to you, and so I'm going to be tapping in and keeping an eye out on that conference, okay? Because I would love to be in attendance.
Yes, ma'am.
But let's touch down one more time, because you know what? I know we went over our time, but that's okay. You know, I just wanted, because I don't want to miss a beat here. And all this that you have going on, we did discuss how you are a United States Army veteran. So you got some military under your belt too. Yeah, got that discipline going on.
I do, but I'm also a military brat, and my dad was a drill sergeant. So military discipline my whole life.
It all adds up. He's like, both of y'all. See, my father's military too. So yeah, so all that it makes sense. It all makes sense here, and oh wow, I just want to congratulate you on your journey, and I say congratulations. We always congratulate when it comes to all the three-dimensional things that we do here. But I want to congratulate you on your spirituality, your freedom, your self-development, and just being in love with Pamela first. And that's the ultimate. I think when you reach that point in life, you're definitely, I think there's always room for self-development, but when you reach that level of consciousness, your life is just amazing. Even on a bad day, it's just simply amazing. So congratulations to you. I'm just totally impressed. I really am. And so when you're in Atlanta, you got to hit us up. Hit us up. I would love to have you at the station so I can just, we want to see you face to face, and let's just have some good old 1 hour talk. Because this wasn't enough for me.
That's fine.
Yeah.
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 Okay. But just really quick, I'm gonna share this with you. Don't think of things as a bad day. You only have bad moments. Don't let your whole day be bad over one thing. And I'm an advocate about that, and I tell myself that all the time. A bad moment does not dictate a bad day, and you can turn your day around anytime.
I like that.
So find the goodness in that day.
Okay.
So that's something going forward for you to think about.
There you go. You know what? I often let me know your thoughts on this. I often say contrast. We face contrast. Do you think that's still kind of feeding into that? As far as a bad day,
you said in contrast.
Yeah. When you have those days that I try to, because I'm real funny about the terminology. I may say it's a challenge, because challenging is just like saying having a bad day, don't you? What do you think? Just automatically assume it's a good day. Yeah, it's just a good day. I'm here. It's a good day.
You should find something good in your day. You're alive. You're breathing. No matter how bad your day is, as long as you're healthy, you can feed yourself, you can clothe yourself. You have to spend that positive way of thinking.
That's it. Okay. All right. I've taken heed. I think real quickly we have Mundo, our co-host. He has a real quick question, because I have a habit of dominating the conversation. Okay. So he's jumping in. What's up, Mundo?
How you doing, Dr. Pamela? Let me ask you something.
I'm good.
Out of 31 countries, what was your top 3 countries that you liked the most?
Okay, so really quick, my very top number 1 is Turks and Caicos. There's something about that place that feels like heaven. And then my second one would probably be Jerusalem. It was just an enlightening experience. And then my third one, oh my gosh, my third country I've traveled to, oh my gosh, I can't even, Malaysia. The food, absolutely amazing. I would go back to Malaysia any day.
Wow. Okay. All right. Amazing. Well, look, Dr. Gurley, it has been an honor having you. Thank you, because I know with all that on your bio, I knew you had to carve this time out for us. So we are honored to have you, and we look forward to having you again anytime that your heart desire. And I'm just elated. I think you've touched all of us and the listeners also. So they've gotten some some little nuggets to take with them and ponder, meditate, or pray, however they want to handle it. And we're good now. We've had a good show. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
All right. Thank you so much. Have a great one.
You too.
Stay blessed.
Oh, you too. Take care. All righty. Bye-bye. All right, you guys, that was Dr. Pamela Gurley. That was a lot. There was so much more to cover. I could have just sat and talked to her all day, you know, a cup of hot tea or something, and just have good old wholesome. That's my kind of conversation.
Dr. Gurley, Maureen's sister.
We twinning. She don't even know it. We twinning. I'm just like I'm like, woo! There's hope out there. There's some like-minded people. Yes, I'm loving it. But look,
that was a serious thought though. I never thought you would go to Africa, like the motherland, and still.
But you know, I was always told a lot of times when people come from Africa to here, they're not always too crazy about us either.
Not too friendly, huh?
Not too friendly. Yeah,
it happens with TV the most.
In television,
if you turn it to like the Latino television channel, or the programs they have. You'll see lighter Hispanics on TV.
There is colorism. Yeah, the lighter ones get more privileges than the darker ones.
Have you ever ran into someone that's Hispanic that you I noticed them from TV. They put light skinned Hispanics on TV, and I didn't realize that until I had friends that would say, they're racist.
That is so true.
It's everywhere.
They have to almost not necessarily even light skin like you and I, but they have to actually appear that you have white Hispanics features. And then you have black Hispanics, so they have to, they just the Caucasian. They just, they.
Yes.
Yeah.
I wonder, could that ever be solved? Like, will this planet ever see where there's
it will? It has to
between colors.
When the aliens come.
Yeah. Okay. See, that's another.
So they're gonna be great.
Well, no, that's y'all joking.
We gonna gang up on them.
No, that's
everybody's.
You're talking some stuff because it's not necessarily aliens, but we are headed into our 5D. Dimension, 5-dimensional, the fifth dimension.
Sounds like a good show.
Which is the highest level of consciousness, and everyone's not going to be cut out for the 5D world, but for those that will, it will be none of that. So while y'all joking, talking about the aliens, all right, so that's a whole nother show. I don't want to freak people out because it's the underground. We want to play hip hop and listen to R&B music. So that's a whole nother show. We got to get another show for that type of topic.
She over our heads on that one.
So don't start. Y'all here cracking jokes, and that's serious business.
Well, I know you serious.
But it is true, because I know growing up, I was picked on from, I had to beat up little boys and girls, and because of the color of my skin, and because I made good grades. I was picked on for.
Right? Yeah. You know who won.
Oh yeah. Well, I had a tie. I had one fight that was a tie, and then I had another one. I had to go in. I think I lost a belt on that one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was a guy.
But
I remember his name was Dexter. We were rolling on the desk. We was all in that room. We was going from one wall to the other. It was on and popping.
Yeah, you was probably like 5 feet something. He probably 6 feet.
No, I was in elementary school. I didn't. After that, I as a young lady, and once I got in college, and I didn't partake in that type of stuff. Okay. I used to beat up little boys, like elementary school. Okay, I'm not that type of female.
Okay, so everybody see what we
got. But look, you guys, we're at the top of the hour. It was an amazing show. I'm cool with going over. Look, coming up, because I think we have breaking beats. We're 3 minutes past time. We got to go ahead and get the show on the road. Stay locked in, you guys. We got DJ BOD breaking beats, and it's a DJ Mitch show followed by Stronger Than Failure. We're gonna do a rebroadcast today, and again, that's gonna be Stronger Than Failure, hosted by Danny Cole. We're out, you guys. Find us on all social media platforms, and guess what? We're taking control.
Yo, this is Saint Laurent. You listen to Embodiment Underground Radio. Okay.
Who's that? It's X in effect.
Oh yeah.
Full circle.